Today's game is brought to you in part by Townhouse. Pizza, roast beef, subs, and more. Make sure to get your fill with the buffalo chicken calzone that's been called one of the best in the area. Located at 300 Elliott Street in Ashland, give them a call at 508-881-3010 or find them on the web at townhousepizzaroastbeef.com.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Ashland High School Girls Lacrosse here on WACA-TV, your exclusive home for Ashland High School sports. Tonight's broadcast and game is brought to you by Townhouse Pizza and Roast Beef in Ashland. I'm Josh Abrams, and joining me for his lacrosse debut is Ashland Middle School's Logan Abrams.
Great to be on here.
Not the best color man in the business for nothing, folks. Tonight's MIAA matchup features the Medfield Big Blue and your Ashland Clockers. Now, Logan, the Clockers entered tonight at 9-7. 5 of their wins have come in their last 6 games, and during that stretch, they're scoring an average of 12.5 goals per game. With just 3 games left, it sounds like they're getting hot at the right time. They're currently number 9 in the MIAA Division II Power Rankings with an excellent shot at a playoff berth.
Yeah, tonight should be a great night against the Big Blues, number 2 seed, I believe. So
that's right, number 2 in Division III.
So should be a great night for some lacrosse.
Absolutely. Medfield on the season 14-2. They've won 12 of their last 13, and they're averaging 18.3 goals per game in their last 6. Should be a real barn burner, as you mentioned, Logan, here in Clocktown. So courtesy of Jamie Tripp, we got tonight's starting lineup, and we're looking at Sophie Brandt in goal. She'll be joined by Paige Tripp, Lizzie Forster, Anna McGinnis, Julia Schreiber, Ashley Forster, Morgan Tabanowitz, Rachel Dunn, Lily Vitti, Olivia Bullinger, Maggie Carter, and Jenna Fitzsimons. So we're just getting ready here for opening tip at midfield. Looks like Julia Schreiber is going to be doing the honors for the Clockers. 25-minute halves here, Logan. Here we go. Okay, it looked like Medfield came away with it, but a quick whistle there, just 4 seconds gone by. We got running time. Well, now they're going to stop it at 24:55. Going to try this again. Okay, Medfield comes away with it again. Looks like Kelly Blake taking it herself, going down the left side.
Julia Schreiber staying close. Some good defense.
Okay, Medfield setting up behind the net now, looking for an opening. Wheeling and dealing. Coming out in front, looks like Alex Profrock. A couple passes later, and right around the 15, looking to make a run here past Schreiber, dekes back out, still looking to get the shot off. Heavily guarded, nice defense there, but then the goal is scored by Alex Blake, a senior midfielder for Big Blue at the 24:15 mark, so Medfield up early, 1-0.
Yeah, it did not look like they took much time getting their feel for this game. One attack first, one attack strong, one attack quick.
Good call there. So it's going to give that first goal there. What did we say, Alex Blake for that one? Okay. One of the co-captains for Medfield.
Let's see if Julia Schreiber can get some revenge here. Lost 2.
Absolutely. I understand Julia, one of the leading scorers here. In terms of points, not necessarily goals, but in terms of points, one of the leaders on this Ashland Clocker team. Medfield comes away with it again momentarily. Ball's loose. Picked up by Julia. Good call. Clockers on the attack. Schreiber making her way downfield. pulling up right around the 20, looking for some help. She's got Paige Tripp right there. Now she goes down the far side. Guarded closely by Blake. Trying to come around in front, looking to pass. Dishes off now to Lily Vitti. Lily to Rachel Dunn. Pass up top, almost knocked away, but Ashley Forster holds on. Back over to Morgan, back to Ashley now.
Pass over to Anna.
Another one of the big scorers here on the Clockers.
Looking for Paige. Little bobble there, it's all good.
Tried to hit it with her backhand, couldn't quite connect, but able to regain.
Looking to pass, no one's really open. Finds Julia Schreiber. Schreiber also looking to pass. Great pass. Oh, just missed.
Okay, Lily Vitti with the shot there, goes wide, short side. Clockers will regain possession behind the net. Great offensive series so far here for the Clockers, moving the ball well.
Julia looking to pass. Gets the ball back. Over to Ashley. Ashley being guarded very intensely. Back over to Julia.
Centering pass eludes everybody, but first one on the scene, Anna McGinnis. She'll recover, near side. So far, Logan, this feels a little bit like a soccer game. A lot of passing, looking for that perfect shot. And we'll see what happens here. But again, the Clockers right now doing a nice job controlling the tempo, controlling the pace here.
Yep.
I certainly know I've seen those scores, right? Both of these teams certainly score much higher than soccer games. So here we go. Pass in front. McGinnis couldn't quite connect. It gets knocked out of bounds.
Just a little high there.
It's about 3 minutes gone by here in the first half. Medfield up 1-0. You're watching Ashland Girls Varsity Lacrosse here on WACA-TV. Here's a scoring move. Shot, score! Clockers tie it up. Morgan Debanowitz with the goal.
Great shot by the junior.
Clock stops with 21:47 to go. We've got a tie game.
Yeah, plenty of time left in this game for it to get a little crazy. I'm expecting a high-scoring game from these two high-ranked teams.
Okay, so again, I mean, as you mentioned, right, Medfield averaging about just over 18 goals per game. Clockers at 12.5. So yeah, we are expecting some fireworks here tonight. 1-1 right now with 21:47 to go in the first half.
Let's see if Julia can get it this time against Kelly Blake. Kelly Blake gets it again. Pass over to Alex Blake. Great ball movement by the Big Blue.
Very similar to their last possession, Logan.
Yep.
Okay, for a moment there, it looked like it had a great defensive play and a turnover, but the whistle blows. This one's going to go against the Clockers. Medfield will retain possession deep in the Ashland zone.
Scoring opportunity for the Big Blue.
Going right on in, shot. Blocked aside. Great save, Sophie Brandt. Another attempt here, though. Again, Medfield holds on to possession. They're going to move it around the perimeter.
Once again, great ball movement by the Big Blue. They're not afraid to go at this Ashland defense. Pass in the middle.
It's a quick shot on goal, knocked aside. Here's another shot on goal, and this time they connect. That looks like it's by number 12. Let me get to the right roster here.
Olivia Smith.
Okay, so Olivia Smith, as you mentioned, on the goal, 2-1, with 20:35 to go in the first half, as Medfield takes a 2-1 lead here in Clocktown.
Julia's still looking for some revenge against number 8. Kelly Blake. Let's see if Julia can get this ball.
Blake's won every one of these matchups so far. This one, Julia got the initial move on it. Paige Tripp hustling after it, still battling for possession. McGinnis gets in there as well, but Medfield comes away with, almost comes away with it, still loose. And finally Medfield picks up the loose ball, but wait a minute. Anna McGinnis had it, looking for a whistle there, doesn't get it, it's a turnover. Medfield has possession now.
Ashland trying to hustle back now. Looked like they were a little lost for a sec.
Okay, no substitutions for either team just yet. These girls showing a lot of terrific conditioning. As we're 5 minutes gone by here, some end-to-end action, and now a turnover. Lily Vitti streaming down the near side.
Lost the ball.
Knocked aside, and now here's turned right back over. Big Blue with it, moving across midfield.
Alex Blake running down the left side. Great pass. They're looking to center it. A little spin move.
Terrific pass there, right on in. Shot blocked aside. Ball's loose in front. Clockers come away with it. Goaltender has it, Sophie Brandt. Dishes off to a defender. That's Jenna Fitzsimons. She's running right up the middle of the field, getting some pressure. It's Medfield player who falls down, but the play continues. I heard a whistle, but play's continuing here. As the ball gets knocked loose, it'll be picked up here by the Medfield Big Blue defense. They'll take control in front of their own net, working across field and now trying to work it down the far side, across the 50.
Lydia Smith was down for a little while. Hope she's okay. Looked like she was limping a bit.
It looks like somebody's getting ready on the Medfield bench to come into this game. Next stoppage. But the clock continues to run. Medfield with it, looking to capitalize on a 2-1 lead. Right in front, shot, score! Alex Blake all alone in front of the net. Terrific pass there as she scores her second goal of the game. Medfield up 3-1 at the 18:43 mark of the first half. Bit of a breezy night up here on top of the press box at Ashland, so we apologize for any extra wind noise you're hearing on your broadcast. While we time out, just a reminder, the third annual Clocker Club Golf Tournament's coming up really soon. It's this Thursday, May 18th at the Blackstone National Country Club in Sutton. Beautiful course and always a great event. You can register to play or learn more by visiting clockerclub.org/golf. Schreiber and Blake meet again at midfield. Actually, make that Kelly Blake taking the face off there, but the Clockers come away with it.
Anna McGinnis looking to pass.
Well, she was running right down the middle. I think she was looking to shoot, but pulls it back, and they're going to set up an offensive set here. Schreiber with it now.
Paige Tripp trying to get open.
Okay, it's Ashley Forster over to Tripp. Tripp heavily defended, getting some pressure. Dishes back now to Forster.
Forster back to Tripp. Tripp looking to pass.
McGinnis behind the net now.
Great ball movement behind the net. Looking for Morgan.
We tick down under 18 minutes to go in the first half. Clockers down 3-1. McGinnis trying to make a move. Centering pass. Couldn't quite connect with Schreiber, but she's able to hold on to it. And now it gets knocked aside and out of bounds. It'll be Clocker ball. Some kind of stoppage, not out of bounds, but Schreiber will start things off again.
Over to Tripp behind the net. Tripp looking to pass. Looks like she might have stepped out of bounds.
There was more, maybe some contact with the net. I'm not exactly sure, but it is a turnover by Ashland. Medfield coming out with it now. It's like Cassie McDonald with it. Good pressure here on defense by, forechecking, I should say, by Lily Vitti. Goaltender for a moment there couldn't handle the pass, and Paige Tripp putting some good pressure on there. Speaking of good pressure, Anna McGinnis forcing a turnover, comes away with it. Going to reset the offense now. Nice play by Anna.
Anna looking to drive in, possibly pass to the center.
Looks like Rachel Dunn has come into the game for the Clocker. She's behind the net right now. But the ball moves back up top. Lily Vitti at the center. Nice pass to the far side. Couldn't quite handle there, but retained. Got a whistle to stop the play, and looks like Morgan Dubanowitz going to get a free shot on net. She elects to pass to Schreiber. Right in the middle of the trip shot. Score! Paige Tripp makes it 3-2 now. Medfield still on top, but Clockers inching their way back into it.
Paige was looking for the weak part of their defense. She found it and laid a perfect shot onto net.
One of the few times we've seen tonight, Logan, where the Medfield defense couldn't account for an offensive player right in front of the net.
Yeah, it didn't look like they were ready for Paige Tripp to come up scoring.
High percentage opportunity, and the Clockers cash in. 16-22 to go in the first half. Clockers down 3-2, but with some momentum. We'll start things off again here at midfield. Blake versus Schreiber.
It's like these two have been at it all game. Blake with the steal.
For a moment there, it looked like McGinnis had it, but now Medfield on the fly.
Great defense.
Oh, able to slow her down, that's for sure, but Medfield still with possession, working around behind the net now.
Lizzie Forrester keeping a good eye on her.
Yep, playing to good defense there. Medfield elects to pull it back out, try to reset here on offensive setup. Here comes a run by Medfield. That was number 8 Kelly Blake with a great opportunity, catching the pass on the fly and shooting, but knocked aside. Here's another great opportunity, and this time Blake cashes in. That's a goal. Another one there for Kelly Blake.
Sophie Brandon was able to save the first one, but she couldn't save 2 in a row. It was a tough shot to save. Top right corner. Beautiful ball placement by the Big Blue.
So Logan, lacking our official scorer, who do we have scoring that one? Was that Alex Blake on number 14 with the goal? Or was that, I think, number 8 Kelly Blake?
I believe that it was Alex Blake.
Okay, we're going to give it to Alex for now, and our apologies if we got the wrong Blake. But on the board, Medfield up 4-2. Felt like the Clockers were finally starting to build some momentum there with a terrific goal off of penalty. But Medfield answers right back, just barely a minute gone by before Medfield pulls back up 4-2. 15:42 now to go in the first half. Medfield gains possession off the tip. Trying to set things up here. Some good pressure by the Clocker D. That's make that Ashley Forster. Pass goes awry, broken up, and we've got a stoppage. Looks like it's going to go Ashland's way this time. In fact, it does, and Maggie Carter will start things off here for the Clockers, electing to pass back to Sophie Brandt, the goaltender. And now Jenna Fitzsimons, closely guarded by number 25, Izzy Kittredge. This is the most defensive pressure we've seen from Big Blue yet tonight, Logan.
Yeah, doesn't look like they're too worried about keeper having the ball, and they're just worried about covering anyone else.
So Brandt strides up toward the 15-yard line.
Now they elect to bring someone over.
That opens up opens things up a little bit here on offense, and now Schreiber racing down the far side.
Great pass by Paige Tripp to get that up to Schreiber. Schreiber looking to cross it.
Closely guarded by Harper Foscaldo of Medfield, and now Medfield able to force a turnover and going into their transition game now. So that's number 16, Cassie McDonald with it, getting some pressure here.
Great pressure by Isla Turncliffe.
Okay, looking ahead to Alex Blake. I think every player on this team always has one eye looking for her. Already with 3 goals tonight out of the 4 Medfield has scored. We got a whistle, and Medfield resumes play. Here's a pass toward the middle, shot on. Sophie Brandt makes the save. That was Jill DiPiero, a junior attacker, with the shot, but Sophie Brandt, big save there. Under 14 minutes to go here in the first half. You're watching Ashland Girls Varsity Lacrosse on WACA-TV.
Paige loses her defender and looking to drive.
Almost pulled in a triple team and gets the ball knocked out of her stick. Medfield recovers, and here we go. Alex Blake on the run, passing ahead, quick shot, and a goal, bounces it in. That's Kelly Blake with the goal. That's number 5 now.
And definitely looking for some captain help in Kelly Blake. Just a junior, so she should be fresh and better for next season.
Okay, we got a timeout here on the field, and Logan, as we expected, a lot of fireworks early. It's already 5-2 for teams that have been averaging 18 and 12 goals respectively over the course of this season. So again, these are 2 teams we will be seeing in the playoffs in just a couple of weeks.
Yeah, a lot of help from Kelly Blake. Obviously, like you said, 5 goals, all 5 of their goals. So just looking.
I've got Alex Blake with 3, Olivia Smith with 1, and Kelly Blake with 1. That's 5 goals.
Gotcha.
I know. You didn't think there was going to be any math tonight. So again, I want to thank tonight's sponsor, Townhouse Pizza and Roast Beef in Ashland. You can check them out at townhouseroastbeefandpizza.com. Serving us with some terrific pizza here tonight, fresh out of the oven. Certainly enjoyed my fair share of it. Also want to thank tonight's crew, Justin O'Brien, pretty much a one-man tech crew tonight, running camera, setting things up, got us streaming. We got a bit of an assist from Paul Bowden, WACA veteran. But good to have Justin here on the deck with us tonight. Beautiful night here in Ashland. Very comfortable, although it feels like temperature's starting to drop as the sun goes down, but no need for a jacket thus far.
A beautiful night here in Ashland. Sun's still shining. And yeah, I mean, it's a cool 60, 70 degrees.
Okay, so let's take a quick look. While we have this extended timeout, we'll take a quick look around the Ashland spring sports scene. Boys lacrosse, they are now 5-9 after dropping a close one on Friday to Holliston, 9-7. The baseball team, 10-4, and just had a 9-game winning streak snapped last Friday in a 6-3 loss to Holliston. Moving over, we're looking at boys tennis. They're 3-7. They won their match last Friday against Holliston, 3-2. And girls tennis is now 4-7 after getting edged out by Holliston last Friday, 2-3.
Yeah, like you said, that Ashland team just lost their 9-game win streak, but they looked very hot in those 9 games. They could not be stopped by anyone. Usually, someone that beats them Medway, they beat them pretty easily. Mm-hmm. And yeah, just all around great performance from that Ashland high school team.
Yeah, baseball team's turned into a little bit of a surprise, maybe not to the players in the program themselves, but I know they've gotten a big boost from a couple of freshmen so far this season, including a young Mr. Bradica, who we saw seeing some significant minutes late in hockey this season earlier this year. So Ashland a little late coming out of the timeout here. Again, we're about to resume play with 13:24 to go in the first half. Clockers down 5-2 against a very tough Medfield opponent. I'm just taking a quick look around, Logan. I don't know if you see any significant changes here in the Ashland lineup. I'm not seeing any really new players coming in off the timeout.
I just see Anna McGinnis taking the tip off now.
Okay, that is a change. Anna's first tip here. Julia is hovering close by. Let's see if Anna has any better luck than Julia did winning one of these.
Paige Tripp also waiting.
Okay, McGinnis knocks it backwards to Paige, right back to Anna. McGinnis, go ahead.
Anna looking to pass. Passes it up to
That's Rachel Dunn. Yep.
Rachel Dunn up the left side.
Closely guarded, by Stella Scavo.
Looking to pass behind the net. She had Julia Schreiber for a minute, but now is guarded heavily closely by a big blue defender. Over to Lily, who passes it back over to McGinnis. McGinnis trying to help Ashland reset here. Looking for Ashley Forrester. Forrester over to Ayla Turnkov. Great ball movement by Ashland here. Pass it back over to Rachel Dunn. Rachel Dunn looking to pass. She passes it over to Lily Vitti. Vitti looking to cross it. She had Paige for a sec. but that lane closed very quickly. Ashley Forster with the ball makes her defender fall. Paige lost the first set, but got it back.
Tough pass to handle for Paige, but she gets it, as you mentioned.
Paige back over to Rachel Dunn. Rachel Dunn got the ball knocked out. Luckily bounced right back to Anna McGinnis.
Heads up play by Anna there to pounce on it. She got met up by a double team, pulls it back, and now trying to make a run. Tries to fight through a double team, scores, but a whistle before the shot. It'll stay Ashland ball. They're going to inbound, if that's the right term, behind the net. Looks like it's going to be, oh, actually, sorry.
At the top.
They're going to, I got thrown by Emma Chapman. I thought they were going to do it from behind the net, but we're going to get a good opportunity on net right here from the top.
Yeah, it looked like she tried to go.
Shot wide, long side.
Looked like she tried to go through two big blue defenders and didn't have much trouble doing it. So let's see if that tends to be an early trend here.
It's all a question of speed on a play like that. Here's Tripp behind the net now, trying to come out in front, looking for somebody to pass to, back behind the net. I think she was looking for somebody to make a strafing run down the middle. Nobody committed, so I've got to reset here behind the net. McGinnis now.
McGinnis looking for Tripp. Tripp not open. Tripp over to the left side. Pass over to Tripp. Tripp looking to center it. Julia was open for a minute.
Anna goes lefty here, trying to direct some traffic. Back behind the net now to Paige. Here's a centering pass, shot by McGinnis, score!
It was a beautiful pass by Paige Tripp, beautiful shot by McGinnis. So great all-around play. They did not waste much time after they got the ball in front of the net.
Okay, we've been saying Anna's name quite a bit so far tonight, but that's her first goal so far tonight. Clocker's still down, but it's only 5-3 now with 10.5 to go in the first half.
Looks like Rachel Dunn just got subbed off. Noticed she had a little cast or something on her knee.
Knee brace, yep.
So we'll see if she'll come check in, see how she's doing on that. And McGinnis back over at the tip-off, if that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm. Where's Peter Clay when you need him, right? Right, Logan?
Yep.
He knows all those terms. Two sons who played boys lacrosse here at Ashland High School. One still playing, in fact. I shouldn't put that completely past tense. A good defense there by McGinnis, trying to knock it loose, and some more pressure. Terrific catch there by Profok to hold on to that. It was way up high, but she was able to extend the stick and keep the play alive. But here's a turnover, at least momentarily.
Got it back.
They've been forced aside there by Olivia. Now we got a whistle. Okay, so a whistle's going to favor Medfield.
Looks like Ashland, an Ashland player is coming off.
Yeah, Olivia just stepped off.
Is that Olivia? I'm pretty sure that was Maggie Carter.
Oh, I thought it was 15. I could be wrong. Okay, we're back underway. Here's a quick shot. Score! Didn't take long. Alex Blake. I don't know if she caught the defense sleeping or what, but she just had her fourth goal of the game, and every time it seems the Clocker score a goal, Medfield answers right back, and then some. Exactly 10 minutes to go now in the first half, and Medfield has doubled up on Ashland 6-3.
Yeah, seems like Ashland is trying to find their way on their defense. Like we talked about, Kelly Blake, Alex Blake, all the strong players have just been able to just crack through their defense.
Okay, I'll be the first to tell you I'm a little bit math challenged. I think that might be a power play here for Medfield. I did a quick count. I think that Medfield actually has one extra player on the field right now, but I could be wrong. I'm trying to do some quick math here. We're back underway. Medfield with control off their most recent and 6th goal of the night. Almost ran into a triple team there, but able to hold on to it. And now working ahead to number 18. Michaela McDonald working its way down to the near side now, looking to go in front. Had Blake running through the center. Both Blakes, in fact, and another one through the middle. And another quick goal here That's Olivia Smith with her second goal of the night. So just like that, it's become 7-3, just 30 seconds after the previous goal. Clockers are going to have to figure something out pretty quickly here.
Yeah, Clockers looking a little tired here. Like you said, they might be on a power play, also, if that's what it's called.
I've got 11. I got 11 out there, not including the goalie. I got 11 for Medfield and 10 for Ashland. And now we have a substitution coming in here.
Looks like it's Lauren Ellis coming back into the game.
McGinnis taking the face-off here at midfield.
McGinnis has had some luck against Blake. Let's see if that luck continues. Looks like it is Ashland ball. Might have been a tip-off violation or something.
There was some movement away from that center circle there. Clockers have it now, setting up on the near side.
Morgan with the ball. Beyond the net.
Yeah, works her way away from one defender who quickly catches up. Trying to come out in front. Dishing now to the far side and back up top to Anna.
Anna looking to pass over, preferably into the middle, but no one's there.
Lost the handle for a moment, regains it over to Vitti. Lily trying to make a move here, cuts to the middle.
Great move by Julia Schreiber, but defender quickly caught back up to her. Back over to Vitti, over to Schreiber. Schreiber looking to pass. She's got Tripp at the top. Passes over to Tripp. Tripp looking to streak. Passes to the middle. She got the shot. Oh, great save by the goalie.
How did that not go in? Just a great high percentage shot. I think it hit the goalie, a goalpost, and maybe the crossbar. Somehow didn't find the net, and now here comes Medway flying down the field. Blake setting it up. Over to McDonald. Here's a shot. Blocked aside. It's loose in front. There's a battle. It's still loose. Knocked away from the goal mouth. 2-on-1 for the Clockers. They're still trying to get control and finally come down with it, but it's knocked off the stick. That was Jenna Fitzsimons who had it momentarily, but Medfield has it. They're looking to score again. Shot! Blocked aside, near side shot. Terrific opportunity for Kelly Blake, the receiving end of some terrific passes. We tick down to about 7:45 to go in the first half. Clocker still down 7-3, but on the move.
Ashland with some quick ball movement. Paige Tripp over to Julia Schreiber. Schreiber looking to streak down the right side. Schreiber gets past her defender, but no one's really in the middle.
Didn't have the angle, so pulls it back. Centering shot. Score!
Great shot by number 13, Lily Vitti. Great ball movement by Ashland there. And yeah, just great all around great play. Julia Schreiber and Paige Tripp had some great passes on that.
So Lily Vitti, freshman here on the lacrosse team, making her presence felt. She's been playing a terrific first half so far and finally connects right in front on a terrific shot. Clocker still down 7-4 with 7:24 to go.
It looks like Julia will take another shot at the tip-off. Anna taking Julia's spot.
Who was taking Anna's spot?
Yep.
Just trying to throw a different look, I think, at Blake.
Paige trying to get the ball.
Yeah, she used her speed to try and get the angle there. She'll be the first one to the ball, picking up a double team as well. Under heavy pressure, loses control, and we've got a whistle.
Looks like Ashland ball, trying to get it in quickly.
Okay.
Paige with the pass.
Yeah, quick centering pass there to Ashley. Out to the side to Maggie Carter. Long pass ahead to Julia Schreiber, connects. And here we go. Although Morgan couldn't quite handle that one, she's tracking it down on the far side.
Julia's open.
Had a stick right in her face, and she's coming right in on net. Pulls it back, trying to find Vitti crossing. Here's another cross attempt, blocked aside. Rachel Dunn able to pick it up, though. Back behind the net, and across to Anna.
Anna looking for Paige. Paige is open. Paige looking to cross in the center. Great ball movement by the Clockers.
Yeah, just moving around the perimeter, looking for an opening, and there's Anna Couldn't turn it into a shot. Still has control. Dishing back to Ashley, and now over to Rachel Dunn. Thank you. Back behind the net.
Looks like Paige trip.
Mm-hmm. Morgan had it for a moment there. Just a trip behind the net. She's coming out. Shot, score! She snuck one in past the goaltender. That's a big goal with 6 minutes to go.
Great shot by Paige Tripp. Like you said, coming from behind the net and just basically underhand toss that right into the net.
Yeah, that play always reminds me of a stuff shot attempt in hockey where the skater comes around from behind the net and tries to put one in before the goalie can react. And again, Paige, this is not the first time tonight we've seen her really able to take advantage of her speed, first in beating a defender, and this time beating a defender and then the goalie with the shot. So caught her a little bit by surprise there, coming around the right side and in for the goal. So the deficit is down to 2. Clockers have been down all night, but they're making a run here with 6 minutes to go in the first half. 7-5 Medfield.
Yeah, very close game in the first and very high-scoring game. Like we said,
as we expected at the top. That's right. So Medfield gains control here. Blake with it, turning and flying upfield. Let's see how Medfield sets up here.
Alex Blake using her long legs to cross over the halfway point. Great pass over to another one of her teammates. Some more good ball movement by the Big Blue.
By the way, Logan, noticing that Rachel Dunn and that knee brace have come back into the game, so glad to see she's back on the field here. We get a whistle as Medfield was attempting to set things up for a shot. Looks like Medfield is going to retain possession and get a clear shot on goal. This is Kelly Blake with an opportunity. Waiting for the whistle. Here she goes. Pass right the middle, shot! And puts it in high side past the stick. Casey McDonald joins the scoreboard. Her first goal of the night. Make it 8 for Medfield. And that's just a tough whistle there on Ashland. Can't give up those kind of opportunities. And nothing really that Sophie Brandt could do on that one as Blake passed it in the center to a unaccosted teammate who puts it in 8-5. 5:04 to go.
Clocker fans certainly hearing, certainly stating their opinion.
Sure. Schreiber going to represent Ashland here at midfield. Ball's up and loose.
Schreiber with a great, Schreiber got her stick up very fast. Paige falls down, had a good bit on the ball, but just couldn't convert. Blake streaking down the left side, looking for a Big Blue teammate. Passes over to Kelly Blake.
Medfield setting up behind the net now, looking for an opening. Coming right on out. Reverse field behind the net. I thought she was going to take the shot there. That was Profrock. Now behind the net, right out in front. Sophie Brandt knocks it aside. Nice save there. But Medfield will retain possession with 4:23 and counting to go here in the first half. Medfield up 8-5. Here's a quick shot and goal. Clockers have yet to find an answer for Alex Blake, who now has 5 of Medfield's 9 goals. The clock stops with 4:16 to go. And again, Logan, it feels like every time the Clockers have any kind of momentum, they score a big goal, Medfield is there to not only answer, but to answer quickly.
For sure. I mean, Ashland just needs to figure out how to defend both Blakes. And I'm sure they'll talk about that at the end of the quarter.
It looks like Julia's coming off now for a breather.
Looks like Paige and Anna switch sides on the circle.
Okay. Yeah, make that Ashley Forster. I'm having a little trouble from here seeing 8 versus 9. I think that's Ashley Forster who's come out of the game. Yeah, Schreiber was at midfield. So my apologies to both families there. But we're continuing on. Medfield again flying downhill toward the Clocker goal. Maeve Kelly with it, guarded closely by Anna McGinnis.
Great defense by Anna. We haven't seen much defense by her, just mostly offense.
Well, she switched into a defender role here. Medfield regains possession. Here goes Blake.
Looks like Ashland put in an extra 1 or 2 defenders.
Well, Medfield's got 2 Blakes, and Ashland has to account for both of them.
Yeah.
It's going to be another great opportunity here for Medfield. Kelly Blake has it on the whistle. Shot on low, blocked aside. Nice save there by Sophie Brandt. Honestly, I don't know how they see the ball as quickly as those shots come in. Not a lot of pads. Got that big stick, but you still got to get into the right spot at the right time. But here come the Clockers. Julia Schreiber running right down the middle of the field. She's got Vinny if she hurries.
Julia using some of that soccer speed to fly past the defenders early in this game.
And it couldn't handle the pass. Make that Morgan stand corrected. Clockers still have it. We're under 3 minutes to go.
Looking for Rachel Dunn. Rachel Dunn gets the ball. Passes over to Julia Schreiber. Schreiber at the top. Schreiber passes over to Anna McGinnis.
I think Anna was sizing things up like she was going to make a run. She's trying to get the edge. Pulls a double team, pulls back, goes around the left side, shot, score! Terrific movement as that stick went left, right, and in.
Beautiful stick movement by Anna McGinnis. Thought she was going to shoot lefty for a minute.
I think that's what the goaltender was thinking as well. Bought the deke. And the goal scores, so the Clockers still down 9-6. But an exciting goal there by who had that last goal, Logan? I've already lost it.
Pretty sure it was Anna.
Okay, Anna McGinnis. So right now, the 6 goals, Paige and Anna each with 2, Morgan and Lily each with 1. 2:31 to go. Clockers down 9-6 as we get yet another face-off here at midfield. Blake comes away with it, and they quickly go on to offense. Does Medfield.
Great defense by Julia.
Took a little bit of cross-check there, no call. Ball's loose, getting battled for. It's a good battle here. And it looks like Olivia comes out with it, and now is that Julia streaking down the far side. I thought I heard a whistle, but play continues. And now another whistle. We're still going. Morgan with the ball.
Morgan looking to pass, possibly over to Julia Schreiber. Over to Paige. Paige over to Julia. Julia looking for an open Clocker.
Tried to go give and go with Julia, couldn't quite connect. And the ball's getting knocked around and finally picked up by Medfield, so that is a turnover. We're down under a minute and a half to go in the first half as Medfield flying down the far sideline. As Olivia tries to match her step for step, knocks the ball loose. It's still loose, getting battled for.
Looks like Olivia had the ball for a moment.
Medfield comes out with it though. Shot gets blocked, pass in front. I don't think she ever actually had possession of it, just knocked it in hockey style. Alex Blake, I'm going to give her the goal there, so that's number 6.
1:07 left, and she's already got 6 goals.
So if you don't count Alex Blake, the Clockers are up 6-4. But unfortunately, the way the rules are here, you got to count those too. Clockers down 10-6 now with 1:07 to go. I mean, again, coming off that big goal, really hoping the Clockers could shut them down for the rest of the half, maybe even pick up another goal. But it's, again, a 4-goal deficit with 1:07 to go. Clockers are down 10-6.
Yeah, Clockers are going to need to find some way to stop her, whether it be put another defender on her or put just a different defender on her.
Mm-hmm.
Just need to do something.
Okay, ball's loose here.
Paige fighting for the ball.
Doing a nice job.
Paige's got the ball.
Under a minute to go.
Paige looking to pass. No one's in the middle.
So Emma Chapman trying to come in front, got the shot off, but it got knocked aside.
Looks like Morgan was racing to get it.
It's going to stay, yeah, it's going to stay Ashland ball. Good hustle by Morgan there, keep it alive. Clock is running, 35 seconds and counting to go.
Yeah, Morgan over to Julia. Julia just trying to get a score before the end of the quarter.
Looks like she might be getting a free shot here.
Yeah, it looks like she'll be getting it at the top of the red line. She can choose either to pass it or shoot.
Here goes Julia. Decides to pull back. Pass to Anna. Quick shot. Score!
Great shot by Anna McGinnis. Great ball movement by Ashlyn.
Terrific setup there off the penalty is Julia Schreiber. Pulls it back. Finds Anna McGinnis. And again, it's a 3-goal deficit now with 21.3 seconds to go. That's Anna's 3rd goal of the night.
Ashlyn looking to try and find their way in this game.
So this is going to be really key here, Logan. See if Clockers can win the faceoff, win the draw here at midfield, and try to connect for one last goal to try and reduce that deficit even more. It's 3 goals now with 21.3 seconds to go.
Hey, Medfield did it in 20. Why can't we?
I like your optimism.
Paige looking to fight for it.
Quick whistle here. Going to do it again.
Now down to 19.9.
A couple seconds come off the clock.
Paige is going to need a guard Alex Blake very closely. Can't let her get anywhere near the ball.
While accounting for Kelly Blake as well. Paige tried to get a stick in there. The ball's still loose. And Blake comes up with it, flying down the middle of the field. Met up by Anna, trying to just slow her down a little bit. Medfield turns so quickly. There's a shot, somehow doesn't go in, and Sophie Brand ends up with it on the rebound.
3, 2, 1. That's score.
Oh, that'll do it for the half. As the Clockers are up 10 to, sorry, there's my optimism. Unfortunately, Clockers down 10-7 at halftime here. But again, as we expected, a high-scoring game.
Yeah, Ashlyn's gonna need to talk over a lot about this, and yeah.
So just a quick 5-minute intermission here, 5-minute halftime here in Ashland. You're watching Girls Varsity Lacrosse on WACA-TV. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Townhouse. Pizza, roast beef, subs, and more. Make sure to get your fill with the buffalo chicken calzone that's been called one of the best in the area. Located at 300 Elliott Street in Ashland, give them a call at 508-881-3010 or find them on the web at townhousepizzaroastbeef.com.
We're back from halftime. Once again, I'm Logan Abrams, joined with me by Josh Abrams. Yes, we are related, if you guys are wondering.
We're brothers, right?
Obviously, you know. 50-year difference means nothing.
Well, thanks for making me even older than I will be tomorrow. We're underway here in the second half. Clockers down 10-7, putting up a heck of a fight there in the first half. But Medfield just dominant coming in tonight and showing no signs of slowing down here against the Clockers. They'll need to find a way to slow down the Blake sisters, combined for something like 8 out of the 10 Medfield goals.
That's just insane.
So here we go. The Clockers have forced a turnover, and they're now going into transition, flying up the far sideline. Up ahead to Paige Tripp. They've got a 2-on-1 if they continue to hustle. Here's Paige and Morgan. Paige going in. Shot, score!
Paige kept running from the 40-yard line. She was not afraid to take that out of the way. Great shot by Paige.
I don't know how they got numbers there, but what a terrific play as Tripp again demonstrating some speed, flying down the field, making use of her wing person, Morgan, as a decoy, and then coming right on in, getting a beautiful shot off and beating the goaltender. Clocker still down 10-8, but an exciting play there by Paige Tripp. 24-18 to go in the second half.
Looks like she may have shot that left-handed. Came down the left side. Would have been hard to switch hands, so if so, great all-around play. Will make it even more impressive.
If you're just joining us, your Clockers in their home whites going left to right across your screen. Medfield in the baby blues going right to left, and ball loose off the opening tip. Make that, right to left for Medfield. A little directionally challenged here as we're getting on. Sun setting here in Clocktown. Paige Tripp making her presence felt and draws the penalty.
Great play by Paige Tripp, making her presence felt very early in this quarter, in this half. Lizzie with the ball. Lizzie bobbles it.
Right at
Ball
her
at the feet. Kick ball, I think they called it.
Okay, I didn't see the kick. Interesting interpretation there, but it's Medfield ball, and they're quickly setting up on offense.
Yeah, I believe I saw the kick.
Centering pass, shot, score! Once again, this time in the form of Alex Profrock, her first goal of the night. Medfield answers right back, just trying to snuff out any attempted momentum by the Clockers. Clock stops with 23:30 to go. Medfield up 11-8.
Yeah, Sophie Brandon could not have done much there. Tough shot, nothing much you can do about it, like I said.
Do want to give a quick shout out to head coach Katie Blasi, who I just discovered at the half had emailed me some additional stats that unfortunately I just can't read on my phone. So we'll have to connect between games tonight and make that Wednesday night. Yeah, we'll be back here on the air, WACA-TV. Wednesday night action, we'll be taking on Westwood. So back-to-back games here on WACA for girls lacrosse. But let's finish this one up first. Just over 23 minutes to go in the game. Clockers on the attack. Here's a leading pass to Paige Tripp, and she scores again.
That was a tough ball, but knocked down by a defender. But Paige said, that's not too much for me.
Yeah, really kept her cool. Good hand-eye coordination as the ball did drop in the ground, picked it right up and floated one over the goaltender for her second goal and Ashland's second goal of the second half. And once again, Clockers on a quick strike are just down by 2. Let's see if they can finally build some momentum and snuff out this tough Medfield offense.
Paige Tripp certainly leading Ashland through this half currently. Hopefully they can build off her momentum, but like you've been saying, Medway's just been eating up any...
Medfield. Let's get the right school going. I know you have Medway on the brain for specific reasons, but this is Medfield Big Blue. Here we go, Medfield shot. Thought that was in, but blocked aside. A great opportunity there for Kelly Blake. But Sophie Brandt, standing tall in goal, blocks the 5-hole, gets the save. Medfield is going to keep possession here. Looks like we got a penalty call, and going to be a great opportunity here for Medfield.
Looks like Ashland defender Lizzie Forster was a little lost on that play. Great save by the keeper.
Olivia Smith rushed way in and pretty much removed any kind of angle she may have had. By the time she let that shot go, she was practically standing right on Sophie Brandt's toes. And Sophie stepping up again with a terrific save.
Another great save, like you said. Sophie Brandon has come here to play in the second half.
Olivia having a little trouble there, and it leads to a Medfield turnover, or to a turnover for Medfield. So Olivia again with the ball now, getting it up top here to Cassie. Moving around to Maeve, back to Kelly Blake. Working around behind the net now. They've gone the full just about 360. Now trying to going clockwise. Here's a centering pass shot. Looked like Sophie Brandt had made the initial save, but that one did find the back of the net. Another goal there for Medfield. And Logan, I didn't quite catch who got the shot there. Did you catch that?
I did not. It did look like both the Blakes were just catching all the defenders. Opened up a little hole, and Medfield was able to seize it.
Okay, so 12-9. Again, just what we had feared there, Logan, right? Ashland, we keep looking for that opportunity for them to really go on offense and get some good momentum going and not just trade goals with Medfield, because they've been coming out on the losing end of that all night. It's 12-9 now.
Yeah, it seems like Julia Schreiber and Kelly Blake both have been taking the tip-off most of the night. Let's see if Ashland will switch it over to Anna McGinnis. They seem to have a little bit of luck with her. Ref backing up.
Okay, Blake comes away with it. Pass intercepted by Tripp. Able to get the handle.
Paige,
working her way downfield.
Paige looking to cross it somewhere. looking for number 13, Lauren Ellis.
Doing a great job protecting the ball. Here's a centering pass to Vinny. She beats the defense and loses possession, but we've got a whistle. Lily Vinny's going to get an uncontested shot on net here. A great opportunity for the Clockers as the game clock winds down to just over 21 minutes to go in the game.
Let's see if she'll shoot that or pass it. Looks like false start on Julia Schreiber. It may have cost them the goal, so we'll see how that works.
Can't really go that far, but did cost them a great opportunity as Medfield on the fly down the far sideline.
Looked like she stepped out of bounds, but can't really check from it. Can't really tell from here.
It is a turnover, so Medfield hands it right back to Ashland. See what the Clockers can do here on the far sideline. That's Maggie Carter making her way up into a big crowd, fighting her way through, and the ball gets knocked off her stick. She's trying to chase it down, but getting there first is Cassie McDonald, and she picks it up cleanly.
Got triple teamed and was able to survive for about a few seconds, but not able to seize the opportunity.
Medfield trying to work it down the near side now. A long pass to the middle of the field connects for Olivia Smith, and here comes Big Blue. Olivia racing down the field, loses control, and the Clockers come away with it.
Great stop by Lizzie Forrester, making her presence felt.
Julia connects with Lily Vinny. She's got a head of steam going, trying to beat her defender. Shot! Blocked aside. She tried to bounce it in. Didn't quite connect there, and a nice save by Caitlin Nicotera of Medfield. And Medfield quickly going into transition on the far side. Paige Tripp with some good pressure, but Medfield able to connect, and now they're over midfield.
Yeah, it looked like Rachel Dunn almost intercepted the pass from the keeper, but just couldn't get her stick just high enough.
Here comes Medfield right in on net, knocked aside, and we're going to get a whistle. That play looked clean to me, but Jenna Fitzsimons looks like she's going to get whistled for a penalty here, a foul. Just about 19 minutes to go in the game, and here's a good opportunity for Big Blue. Centering pass knocked aside, but held on to by Medfield.
Good defense.
Another centering pass. Too hot to handle, and it ends up in the net. Sorry, into the stick, I should say, of Sophie Brandt.
Ball was too hot to
A
handle.
little bit of a mental mistake there, but here's a great opportunity. Shot! How did Sophie Brandt do it? She comes up with a huge save as Olivia Smith was all alone. A high percentage shot in the slot. Sophie stepping up big here, trying to keep this a close game.
Paige using her soccer legs. Paige using her basketball legs to run around. Thinking of Julia.
Sure, got these great multi-sport athletes on this lacrosse team, and here comes Lily Vitti with another strafing run. She's got Morgan on her wing over there, and pass gets knocked aside and now picked up by Medfield.
Looked like she was trying to go for Julia Schreiber. Defender was right in between them, so couldn't quite convert.
Yep, tough pass to the feet, but Cassie McDonald able to control all the way back to their goaltender.
Goaltender didn't look like she saw that right away. Got the stick up a little late.
Long centering pass up the middle. That is a connection.
Great catch.
Harper Foscaldo with it. Gets it up ahead now to Izzy Kittredge. Izzy going right on in, met by a triple team. Give and go. Tried to find Blake, couldn't do it.
Great defense.
Here's another great shot, and nothing you can do about that for Sophie. She'd come up big so many times, and now Alex Profrek is found right on the doorstep all alone and bangs it home.
Ashland defense needs to be aware of when they've got momentum, when they don't, and they need to recognize some situations. Just a few minor tweaks that can change the game majorly.
Absolutely, but the clock's starting to work against Ashland at this point. Again, a lot of time left, 17-22, but what had been a 2-goal deficit is suddenly a 4-goal deficit.
Yeah, tough game so far for the Clockers, but they've certainly had their moments.
Listen, credit Big Blue, right? Every time the Clockers have any kind of momentum going, they score a goal, they're feeling good about themselves. Medfield comes right back and builds on that lead.
Paige with a swing and a miss. Big Blue coming back on defense, or offense. Ashland getting back on defense.
Okay, Maeve Kelly up ahead to Izzy Kittredge. Now the Clockers regain possession. Anna quickly ahead to Paige. Paige at midfield gets it ahead to Lily Vitti. Couldn't handle the pass. And Medfield collects. That's Mary Pancioka.
Looks like Morgan trying to press. Big Blue got the ball off in time.
Medfield working across midfield now, quickly moving it ahead. They are a fast team.
Lizzie Forrester trying to catch up.
With Alex Blake. Alex been pretty quiet this half. They haven't needed her yet as they've gotten it up to a 4-goal lead. And this time Sophie Brandt makes the save. She's been having a terrific night. Don't let that 13 goals fool you. She's made some huge saves tonight.
Yeah, Paige pretty open in the middle.
Not for long.
Paige looking to pass, getting triple teamed. Over to Maggie Carter, name that we have not said much this night.
Maggie avoids a stick check. Coming right on down, passing over, couldn't connect. Had Lily Vitti there for a moment. They just could not connect. And now Blake comes down with it.
Yeah, just a little behind Lily Vitti, like you said.
Medfield trying to come out, connecting here close to midfield on the near side.
Paige looking for some defense.
Looked like a good stick check there by Anna McGinnis, but play continues, and now another whistle. Clock running, 15.5 minutes to go. Clockers down 13-9. You're watching Ashland Girls Varsity Lacrosse on WACA-TV.
Ashland playing some soft defense here. Not sure if that's the key. Good defense by one of their captains, who we have not said her name much tonight. Jenna Fitzsimons. Jenna's making a move.
Trying to go coast to coast. Right on down, looking to pass now. Pulls it back.
Great play by Jenna. She had some left over in the tank and was not afraid to use some of that gas.
But didn't try to force it, didn't have the opening. And now unfortunately a turnover here, and Medfield comes away with it on the far side.
Medfield does have numbers here, but not for long, as Anna McGinnis gets back. Lizzie Forrester trying to get the loose ball. But here comes Blake.
Blake went right through her. Here's a quick pass shot. Another goal. Alex Profek in the same spot. It's almost a mirror image of her previous goal. She was left all alone on the doorstep, and there's just nothing that Sophie Brandt could do about that one. We're going to get a timeout on the field with 14:33 to go, and the Clockers down 14-9. So again, just a quick programming note here. Our next broadcast on WACA-TV will be this Wednesday night as the Clockers host Westwood. Game time 6:30 here on WACA-TV. Of course, if you're in the area, come on down.
And the Clocker Club reminds you that the Clocker store is open online 24/7. Pick up the latest Clocker gear and fashion, including hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Check out at clockerclub.org for more information.
So yeah, it's a big week in Ashland athletics. Everybody's in action here at the different spring sports. Obviously, we'll be back here Wednesday night. And then the Clocker Club Golf Tournament, the 3rd annual in Sutton. I'll be there. Logan, I know you can't be. You've got to be in school that day. It's not open to students, but
it could be.
Looking forward to a great day on the links coming up.
Yep, for sure. Those always seem to be really fun from what I hear.
Absolutely. It's the biggest fundraiser of the year for the Clocker Club. Obviously, they are the official booster club for Ashland athletics, both at the high school and the middle school.
Long time out here. Ashland taking their time, trying to regroup, figure out what they're doing wrong, figure out what they're doing right, and try and seize on what they're doing right.
Well, interestingly enough, I mean, it seems like they heeded our advice. They figured out a way to get a body or be able to at least shut down, I think, Ashley Blake, right, number 14. She's been very quiet, at least on the on the scoring. Alex Blake, all right, she had 6 goals in the first half, has yet to connect here in the second. But that Medfield lead has ballooned to 5. Clockers down 14-9 with 14:33 to go. It's really quieted down this Ashland crowd here on the plateau.
For sure. I mean, hopefully Ashland can get Jenna Fitzsimons back in. We haven't really said her name much tonight, and then just boom, that coast-to-coast run from Jenna, showing what her senior captain body can do.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if she had been able to connect, we would have been crowning that the Chevrolet drive of the game.
No Toyota RAV4 inning.
If they played innings in lacrosse, then we'd have something to talk about. But no, it would have been the Chevy drive of the game. So we're about ready to get back underway here. I'm sorry that we're not having any fun doing this. But glad to have you with us, whether you're watching Facebook Live or watching us on YouTube. We're glad to have you with us here on WACA-TV. Again, I'm Josh Abrams. He's Logan Abrams. And you are watching Ashland Girls Varsity Lacrosse on WACA-TV.
Looked like Paige had the ball for a sec, but could not convert, trying to hustle back.
Watch out. Here's Alex Blake with the ball under some heavy pressure from Anna. Dishes off. Medfield's going to set up on the far side and now behind the net. Again, working that perimeter, nice and patient.
Lizzie Forrester having her stick up just in case. Now presses, got your stick back up, presses again. Little push.
Drawing some contact.
Looks like it's very compact.
Olivia Smith tried to rush the net, decided to pull it back. Back to Kelly Blake. Kelly looking for an opening. Heavy pressure from Olivia. Yeah, thank you. Centering pass attempt. Can't get it off. Ball's loose.
And almost got the ball there.
Somebody got clipped there. We'll see which way this one gets called.
Looks like Big Blue gonna get another one of these
going against Ashland.
like stuff. Gets the ball at the top.
This is not who you want to see with the ball right now if you're a Clocker fan. Shot! Score! Beat her short side.
Yeah, for a Clocker fan, that is your worst nightmare right there. Their leading scorer, Alex Blake, with a spectacular shot on net.
After we had just said the Clockers found a way to stifle her, she makes her presence felt. It's now 15-9. Medfield over the Clockers. Again, Big Blue coming in tonight, the #2 team in the MIAA power rankings for Division III. Clockers are no slouch. I mean, again, coming in tonight at #9 Division II. But Medfield giving them all they can handle and more so far tonight with 13:26 to go. We got the Battle of the Eights here at midfield.
Looks like Julie almost got that there, but Blake comes away.
And here we go once again. Medfield on the offensive, refusing to take their foot off the gas.
Blake taking her time, crosses it over to number 16. Cassie McDonald, one of their other captains, behind the net.
Perfectly content to go counterclockwise around. It's behind the net. Now going clockwise, looking for an opening. Here goes Blake. Couldn't find her on that centering pass as she rushed the net.
Jenna Fitzsimons with some more great defense.
So Medfield resetting here. Plenty of patience. They've got the time on their side right now. 12:44 to go.
Seems like they're just playing catch in their front yard, just back and forth and back and forth.
Thought maybe you were gonna say they're playing cat and mouse, but playing catch is accurate. I'll allow it.
Over to Blake. Blake mishandles it. Fitzsimons trying to get the ball, but did not succeed. Good defense by Fitzsimons though on Blake.
Trying to get the stick check. Here's the connection. Shot and score. Alex Profrick making her presence felt here in the second half. That's 4 goals for Alex. 16 now for Medfield. Again, their season average is 18.3. Actually, I think that's their average in their last 6 games. I didn't go all the way back. It'd be a lot. That's a lot of math right there.
Oh yeah, especially for you. No offense.
Those are some big words for somebody who needs a ride home from me tonight.
I know some.
Yeah, you know some people.
I got my connections.
12:14 to go. Clockers down 16-9 here on WACA-TV.
Looks like someone's subbing in for the Big Blue. Looks like
Izzy Kittredge is coming off.
Yep.
And Bridget McMahon?
Yep. Freshman for senior.
Interesting. I have her down. Yeah, that's right. She's an attacker, so yeah, playing the right position. Okay, Alex Blake wins the draw again, and here comes Medfield flying down the field. They're going down the far side now. That is Alex Blake again.
Julia Schreiber trying to play some good defense, and she did. Lizzie Forrester on her.
Under 12 to go now.
Back over to Blake, guarded by Julia Schreiber, blows past Schreiber, and the goal by Blake. Have not heard much of Kelly Blake's name this half, but making her presence felt.
Okay, so it's Kelly's second goal of the night. Clock stops at 11:46. That lead is ballooned now up to 17-9. Hard to believe that earlier in this half, the Clocker deficit was just 2. It's now 8 with 11:45 to go.
Yeah, Clocker's definitely losing some steam here. Hoping just to get one goal and then build off that one goal.
Yeah. Just when I thought that Medfield was deciding to kind of slow the pace down a little bit and move the ball around the periphery, they suddenly just, again, find that next gear and put it in the net. I mean, that was just an absolute brutal run right down the middle by Blake.
Yeah, it looks like they swapped out Julia for Anna at the tip-off, hoping for some success in that, which worked in the first half.
Okay, so Anna did win the draw momentarily. Paige now trying to get her handle on it. Ball is still kind of popping around loose. Paige comes up with it.
Over to Julia. Julia looking for number 10, Morgan. Pass it over to Morgan. Morgan looking for someone behind the net.
I'll tell you, Alex Blake really closed the distance on Julia as she got down closer to the net.
Yeah, Ashland players definitely losing some steam, but yeah, like I said, it starts with one.
Okay, so Julia looking for some help.
Good pass over to Morgan.
Yep. She's got Paige behind the net if she wants her. There she goes.
Tripp looking for someone. Over to Morgan. Morgan mishandles it and gets saved by the keeper.
I think if Morgan was able to handle that initially, she had an easy goal, but couldn't quite pull it together there, and the Medfield goaltender Nicotera made the save. So under 10:40 to go now in the game.
Some bodies being shoved by sticks.
Some good defensive pressure there by the Clockers, but unable to come up with a loose ball. And now look at that. They've found Alex Blake in the middle of the field.
Julia Schreiber playing some good defense.
So centering pass, wheeling around, another open player, and score! Trying to see which number that was. Look, I'm going to give that one to number 9, Maeve Kelly, sophomore midfielder. So 18-9, that lead is now doubled up. Medfield up 18-9, and again, an 18.3 goal average over their last 6 games. They've hit it here already with over 10 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, it looks like they just subbed in Stella Skaboo. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, for Catherine Bannister. Stella is a defender, and Catherine is an attacker. So, looking for some more defense to protect their 9-run lead, 9-point lead,
or 9 goals, whatever. Nobody can tell you're a baseball player, Logan. 9-run lead. It's all good, but we get a penalty here on Julia Schreiber. She heads off.
No one coming in, so yeah. Sounds like in the first half where that quote-unquote power play, if that's what it's called, happened. It's happening again right here.
Yep. 10 on the field plus the goaltender. They are a player down, shorthanded here. 10:09 to go. Medfield will start things off right around midfield.
Triple team in Blake.
Blake trying to catch the edge.
Blake passes out of the triple team. Anna trying to play some defense. Forrester back there. Forrester trying to stop Blake. Double team Blake. Just trying to get the ball out, trying to just knock it out and hoping that one of the defenders pokes it out. Great save by the keeper.
Yep. Terrific play. The Medfield's putting tremendous pressure there. And here comes Ashlyn breaking out across midfield. That's Paige Tripp. She had Anna with a step, elects not to go to her. Now running down the far side. Going to take it around behind the net with heavy pressure, trying to get forced out of bounds. And now we finally get a whistle.
Possibly, she might have been looking for Anna on that play, but not much was open there. Just looking for someone, anyone.
There's a shot to the back of the head. Get another whistle. So
Yeah.
Paige will still hold on to it here. Clockers reset.
Can't do that in front of a ref. Little under,
Well, you can't do it at all, but definitely not in front of a ref.
little under 9 minutes to go here in the second half.
Rachel Dunn looking for Anna, finds her behind the net. Anna looking to center, coming around the side. Quick underhand shot goes wide. Lily Vitti closest one to it, so Clockers will keep possession.
Looks like it may have bounced off the keeper's stick, so Ashlyn keeps possession. Ashlyn looking for number 12. Lauren Ellis, another name that we have not said much in this game.
Here's Anna looking to make a move, trying to get open.
McGinnis trying to find someone behind the net.
Getting forced outside.
Looks like that might have been Paige.
That was
Tripp.
Paige behind the net. Back to Paige. Give and go with Morgan back there.
Possibly looking
Clockers
for
have
number 13.
Clockers have three players behind the net right now as Paige comes out now to the side. Make that Lily who would come out from the side.
Looking for someone to run in front of the goal, but no one seems to see me. No one's.
They are moving with a
Not yet.
purpose though. It's like everything is centered around that far corner, that near corner, I should say. Paige trying to come out, give and go. Morgan on the bounce pass, couldn't connect. And we get a turnover as the Medfield forces it into their keeper. So under 7.5 to go, and Medfield with another offensive opportunity coming up here.
Keeper looking for someone, but no one's guarding the keeper right now. Possible that she might just be burning some time right now.
Ashland getting outscored 11-1 here in the second half, 18-9 overall. Just over 7 minutes to go in the game, and Medfield streaking down the far side, centering pass here to Kelly Blake, quickly ahead, and we got a whistle. As they had found Cassie McDonald looking to be a 10-bell opportunity. The penalty is against the Clockers, so here goes McDonald.
Donald definitely looking to shoot here.
Right on. As the defensive pairing collapsed on her, forcing a quick shot wide long side. But Medfield regains possession. Trying to overload there on the near side. Quick centering pass, shot, score! Just about automatic from there for Kelly Blake. Feels like we've been saying her name a lot. I'm almost surprised it's only her third goal of the night, second one of the half.
Well, she's letting the other Blake get all of the fame.
So unfortunately 19-9 now with 6:15 to go. Medfield up significantly now.
Keeping Anna at the tip-off. And Kelly Blake for the Big Blue. Kelly's been there all night. Has to be getting tired.
Now, checking out the listings really quickly, it looks like Not Your Average Joe's Gym will be up on the Ocho later tonight in the Dodgeball Championships. Okay, clock is running despite the stoppage in play. We're down to 5:35 and counting as Anna McGinnis steps in against Kelly Blake, I believe, for the opening tip here at midfield. Yep. Quick whistle again, another false draw there. So McGinnis and Kelly Blake again. Ball is up. Couldn't be quite controlled here. It's a foot race. Anna gets there first, picks it up. She's going down the far sideline. Waiting for some teammates to join. Lily catches it. Over to Paige.
Good ball movement by the Clockers here. Paige over to Julia Schreiber, back over to Paige.
Paige trying to go on a run here. Met up quickly, pulls it back. Getting some forechecking here. Heavy pressure from Kelly Blake again. Knocks the ball loose. We get a stoppage. Play resumes.
Tried to deke out Blake there. Here's Rachel Dunn again. Dunn trying to get an edge on her defender.
Quick pass.
Over.
Morgan trying to get a handle shot. Blocked aside. A great opportunity there, but Nicotera knocks it aside. Clockers still have it. We're under 4 minutes to go now. Clockers trying to get into double digits here on the board. Rachel has it now. Coming out from behind the net, we get a whistle.
Looks like it's going to retain Ashland ball. Looks like they might get it at the 18. Might be what the ref is signaling.
Okay, ball gets kicked out here during the stoppage to Anna, who's right around the 20-yard line. Play resumes.
Anna looking for someone, anyone.
Okay, over to Lily.
Lily once again looking for someone.
Morgan crosses in front of the net. Lily still looking for something open.
Paige kind of set a screen like you'll see in basketball.
Centering pass attempt blocked aside. We get the whistle.
Looks like it's going to be Ashland ball toward the back of the end zone.
Okay, let's see where they spot this one. Rachel looks like she's going to start with it. She's got Julia directly behind the net.
Or the front of the end zone, yeah, same thing.
Paige with it now. Trying to reverse course. Centering pass to Lily.
Lily has a shot.
Had a little bit of a screen. I thought she was going to take the shot there. Trying to wheel and deal. Centering attempt. Backhand shot. Blocked aside. A great opportunity by Anna. Liked seeing her go to the backhand. Under 2.5 to go now. Medfield with the ball as they try to work it up the far sideline. It's Chloe Shield with it. Pass too hot to handle. And still loose. Good battle here by both teams. Terrific effort. Clockers had a double team momentarily on Cassie McDonald. Ball's knocked aside, and here's Paige, but she's all alone, 1-on-3, slowly picking up some trailers.
Paige has the speed like we saw earlier in this game. Let's see if she can use it.
Gets behind the net, trying to catch her breath a little bit. Yep, go ahead.
Looking for Morgan. Morgan cutting towards the middle. And was open for a split second. Top of the key. Julia's got it. Julia looking for someone.
Okay, she dishes off here to Lily on the side of the net. Back behind to Paige. Under 1:20 to go now. Well, if nothing else, it's keeping Medfield from scoring goal number 20 all this time with possession. Tried to do a quick shot on goal for Anna, but knocked aside. Clocker still hold on to it.
If we do somehow get the stats, I would like to see the possession time, Ashland versus Big Blue.
Under a minute to go now. Anna on a run. Beats her defender. Shot! Blocked aside. Another big save by Nicotera.
Yeah, great shot by the Clockers, but could not capitalize on it. Forster might need to come on over and help.
Got a whistle here as Olivia Smith falls down. Get a turnover, so the Clockers have it, but just 25 seconds to go in the game. Quick pass over to Olivia. Olivia running through heavy traffic, getting it up ahead now to Julia. Julia looking for somebody to send her to.
Had Paige for...
Here's a pass to Anna. Shot!
Oh.
No goal, blocked aside. We get the whistle.
Clock's not stopping. Oh, stops at .4.
So one last opportunity here for the Clockers. They're down 19-9, but a terrific offensive opportunity coming here off the penalty. Oh, they're just going to stop it here. So that is a final tonight. Medfield, your winner, 19-9 over the Clockers. But as we expected, Logan, a terrific game offensively. A lot of fireworks here. Clockers couldn't hit their average, but they end up with 9 goals. Really exciting game, fun to watch. We hope all of you watching at home enjoyed it as well. Logan, who would you say is your Rob Silver star of the game?
Well, it can't for both teams. We'll go for
dealer's choice.
Paige Tripp had a very nice game. Great passes and had a few goals.
Yep, leading scorer for Ashland, 4 goals tonight out of the 9.
And my silver star for the Big Blue would have to be both the Blake girls, both of them with many goals, and just Ashland could not stop either one of them.
Just did not have an answer. Finally, when they did have an answer on Alex Blake, who finishes the night with 7 goals, other players stepped up as that lead just ballooned out of control late there in the second half. Again, the Clockers were making a great effort of it. They were able to get that deficit down to 2 a number of times. But again, each time the Clockers had any kind of momentum going, Medfield would answer right back and just keep their foot on it. So again, the Clockers unable to score 2 or more goals consecutively, and that led to their downfall. So again, your final tonight, 19-9 Medfield. Our next broadcast, girls lacrosse, back here Wednesday night on WACA against Westwood. For Logan Abrams, I'm Josh Abrams saying good night, and
we are related.
Go Clockers is what I was going for there. Good night, everybody.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Townhouse. Pizza, roast beef, subs, and more. Make sure to get your fill with the buffalo chicken calzone that's been called one of the best in the area. Located at 300 Elliott Street in Ashland, give them a call at 508-881-3010 or find them on the web at townhousepizzaroastbeef.com.